You're not going to get that dream job without making sure that the right skills are on your resume and that they really sell you for that position. So let's discuss what skills you should be adding to yours. In case you don't know me, I'm Dahlia. I'm a career strategist helping people land high-paid positions that they also love and that they enjoy actually going to work for. So it goes without saying, I believe, that the skills you put on your resume, they should be real skills, not just made up things. And they also should not be cliche buzzwords like highly motivated and detail-oriented, and we won't list all of them. All of those cliche things people are always putting on their resumes that no longer mean anything. Those will not sell you because you're just sounding like everyone else, and it'll also make you sound disingenuous, because when an employer reads highly motivated, they don't know if it's true. They just feel like, are they really highly motivated? I don't know. Everyone writes that on their CV. So when you think about your skills, usually skills are divided into hard skills and soft skills, and you want to have usually a combination of both. So hard skills, as you know, that's what allows you to tackle the job. There are specific duties and responsibilities. You might learn them through courses, vocational training, and of course, on the job. And they might be focused on specific tasks or processes like the use of tools or equipment or software. So that could be things like knowledge of a specific accounting software or knowledge of how to process payments, and the abilities that you learn through formal and educational training, like the fact that you know how to code and then what specific scripts you're familiar with. Whereas soft skills are the non-technical skills that describe how you work with and interact with other people. So you might not necessarily learn those things in a course, although you can and you should. Not enough people do soft skills training, but they might reflect your communication style, your work ethic, and your work style. So that can be your time management skills, your attention to detail, or your interpersonal abilities. Like, I have a client right now who's just amazing with people. She makes you feel great whenever you talk to her. So you can imagine her in a lot of different client-facing type of roles. But those are things which can be really difficult to quantify and to prove on your CV, even though they're important. So we'll talk about how you can include those types of skills. Other types of soft skills which you want to think about including, which are really important, are critical thinking. So being able to think rationally and thoughtfully, not just doing what you're told all the time. And obviously employers want people who are able to think their way through a problem and generate solutions, justify the solution that they came up with, and not just throw their hands in the air. I'm sure you've had people like this at work who are just not resourceful at all. Oh, I tried, but I ran into a problem, so it hasn't happened. Another one is to be able to think outside of the box and come up with creative solutions. Perhaps you're good at thinking about something in a way that just hasn't been done before. And so that's another type of way that you can show your creativity on the job. Now, for all of these soft skills, the key is you want to be able to prove them. So try not to just say creative thinking, problem solving, but you want to give concrete examples of how you have solved problems in the past. Same with your people skills. Do you have experience liaising with specific stakeholders? Was there a specific challenge that you rose up to and you solved it by X action, producing Y result? That's the kind of content you want to have on your CV that actually proves the skills that you say you have. When it comes to technical skills, it's a little bit easier, right? Usually, because you can say that you know how to code and then you can prove it by giving the certification that you have or talking about the years of experience coding. And that easily proves that you have that hard skill. Whereas soft skills are the ones that I see more people struggling to demonstrate in the right way. Another important thing to think about when it comes to your skills is sometimes you might be amazing at something, but it's not the thing that your employer cares about. So this example of my client I was telling you about, she's amazing with people, but if she's trying to get a job that has nothing to do with interacting with anyone, it's pointless to say that she's such a great people person. Make sure you're focusing on the skills they actually need for that job, which you will find usually directly in the job description. So you don't have to look very far to figure out what it is they want. You check the job description, see what the keywords are, see what the needed skills are, and for bonus points, follow that up by talking to someone at the company, finding out the nuances of what's on the job description. Is there a real problem that that specific team is having that you can talk about your ability to solve that problem? And then you want to give them what they want. So don't just talk about yourself and what you're good at. Talk about them and what they need and how you're going to meet that challenge. Skills to leave out. Don't say you know how to use Microsoft Word. Certain skills, it's taken for granted that you should have that skill. And so if you put it on your CV, it makes them think, is this the only thing she knows how to do? She can type up documents in Microsoft Word. Why is she even mentioning that? I would have assumed she knew how to do that. Or, don't say you know how to use Outlook. It makes you look outdated, as though you think it's a big deal to know how to use Outlook, when these days it's just taken for granted that you would know how to use that kind of thing. So when it comes to those hard skills, make sure you list specific things that are relevant to that employer. When it comes to soft skills, same thing, and make sure you really demonstrate that you have those skills with concrete examples and specifics, so you're not just floating up there in abstract land saying highly motivated, go-getter, detail-oriented, people skills, right? Like people skills, what does that mean? What type of people skills exactly? Like what problems have you solved? I hope that this was helpful. I hope this gives you an idea of what skills you need to be listing. If you came here looking for a list, like list these skills, the reason I didn't give you that is because it depends on the job that you're applying to. You don't want to just take a list of skills and randomly stick them on there, because basically an employer will see through it. Like it won't make sense. The best CV you can have is the one that's actually truthful and where you are matching yourself to what it is that they want in a genuine way. You're not making something up or just throwing some words on the piece of paper because you think the word sounds good. It should be real. It should be that, you actually do have this skill. Here's the proof. Next skill. Again, here's the problem you solved, demonstrating that you have that skill, ready to come in and help them with what they need with these amazing skills that you have. So I hope this was helpful. Let me know below, what skills are you including on your CV? And if you need some more help with upgrading your branding for the new economy so that you can land your dream job, I have a free class just for you. I'll put the link in the description box below, and it's all about the steps you need to take to rebrand yourself for the new economy. So I hope that this was helpful. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being one of the people who wants to upgrade their careers and find work that they love with the money that you also deserve to be earning. So I'll see you on the next video, and I hope that this was helpful.